is Green Street Hooligans. Dougie Brinson's fault. Nah, you already know who it is. Boy Diablo, Uncle Del. Diablo TV like, subscribe, do things you're supposed to do, so I continue to bring you the cutting edge of this thing of ours, a football terrorist culture, you understand? A football hooligan culture, you understand? Now then, all the films, and I've talked about them, and people talk about the Green Street Hooligans, and yeah, I've slagged it because it's the worst, it's the weakest of all the hooligan films, but it's an entry level for an American, and then it's the most successful. So then, you know, the thing about it is, the Dougie Brimson, respect him, and I say, you know, I seen him talking, What I like of him is when I saw him talking in Football Beasts. That's by RT Russia Today. You should watch that if you haven't seen it, right? So I seen him talking. I seen him before, and I seen him use this football hooligan expert and so forth, and documentaries and everything like that. And then I knew he was involved with the Green Street Hooligans, and we follow each other on Instagram and this. I think I've said hello and everything. So I respect him. I know he's been around and everything like that. I don't know his whole background, but just the fact of being in Green Street Hooligans, and but did he write it? And it looked like, was it plagiarized from Among the Thugs, Bill Buford? It was similar, right? I don't know. I'll put them in the comments below. You can respond. But the thing about it is this: I just recently saw him talking on UK Casuals. Maddie, you should have a look at that channel. I'm on there. So he interviewed and he put a clip up, and he was talking about the Green Street film and so forth. And then I already knew there was like Latina American director. That's why I was like, you know, it kind of sucks. I was showing it to other people. I was like, nah, you know, it's okay. You could get some idea from it. But, you know what I mean, the ending scene and stuff compared to like Football Factory. Obviously, a lad didn't make it. And then I was always curious about exactly how that works, so he'd break it down. I'll put the link below, and Doug Brinson break it down. And, you know, lots of things. Like, he turns up, he leaves in the same club he turned up in. You know, what's that? And so those details, and that Doug Brinson tried to switch up some of the dialogue that was written for only one character that didn't make sense as that. So I'll put in the link below, and let's just say that for what he said is not his fault. It could have been so much better. It could have been so much better, but all you gotta say is female director, American. End of. Now then, if it was me making a hooligan film of something that came out of my head with this ideas that Americans have, and the characterization and the wrestling and the storytelling and everything else that I grew up on, with that in my head, and I make something then, but I got Dougie Brimson, got other boys, and they say, okay, oh yeah, but you know, it wouldn't go this way, it would go this way. Okay, boom. I'm not gonna micromanage it. I'm gonna write out the scene. It's like a porn movie or exploitation film, like pro wrestling. It's improv. All right, you gotta convey from this point to this point. You're walking in, you're buying a bunch of sniff from the other guy, and now this one tries to rob you. You get chucked out the window. The old Bill comes, he smashes the windows in. You know, okay, go, and then you just act it out. You know what I mean? You don't need to sit there and write it out like, and how should I approach this line? You gotta get a feeling or you don't. So anyway, Doug Brinson, you bring me over there. We can make a new movie, a new hooligan movie. Me and you direct it. This is it. All right, Doug Brinson, you're off the hook for Green Street Hooligans.